Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody in the crew, I mean, with him.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great.
You know what I mean? Leave them big guys alone. Stop trolling them, right? They're best 147 pounders in the world, and they're the best 140 pounders for a reason.
All right, guys, let's kick this off strong. Tank Davis came out swinging, not in the ring, but with his words. He said Crawford's victory didn't impress him, claiming he could beat him himself. Bold talk, right? But here's the thing, you don't know a man, you don't respect what he's done, yet you still throw shade? Crawford shut it down quickly, saying if Davis wants to dare to be great, step up, but stop trolling the big boys.
A first ballot Hall of Famer, a 4-division champion, a 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and was the reigning undisputed 168-pound super middleweight world champion. Superstar boxer, Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is now 63 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. And Gervonta Tank Davis, I'm not even going to read off his accolades because what he did is just nasty work. And this is your king that y'all be praising. Gervonta Tank Davis, instead of applauding the accomplishments, just tip your hat. Just tip your hat. Hey, salute. And if you don't want to salute him, guess what? Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. If you don't want to salute that man, just don't say nothing. Right? And so, Gervonta Tank Davis takes to social media because the boxing world is praising Terence Crawford for what he did. After Gervonta Tank Davis, when the fight was announced and when Terence Crawford was saying he wanted to go up from 154 to 168, Gervonta Tank Davis said he was doing it for the money, not for the legacy.
Now listen up. Instead of celebrating history, Tank jumps online talking about how he'll swing on Crawford for real. He doubled down, promised to train harder, and said victory would prove he belongs among boxing's elite. But here's the problem, analysts weren't buying it. They called his remarks disrespectful, reminding everyone that Crawford just did the impossible. He dismantled Canelo Alvarez, the reigning super middleweight king, a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's not just greatness, that's legendary.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways. Nah.
Crawford's win wasn't just a fight; it was domination. We're talking about beating a man with 63 wins, 39 knockouts, and a resume stacked with gold. Yet instead of tipping his hat, Tank decided to belittle it. And let me tell you, boxing fans weren't having it. The message was clear: if you can't respect history in the making, then keep your mouth shut. Sometimes silence is better than exposing your envy. Just don't say nothing, simple as that.
Your thoughts on Tank saying he'd knock out Terence in 6 rounds? You think he was playing, trolling, what? Selling tickets to his new fight?
Was that like his tweets? Like he's
he said it
on video.
Huh?
He said audio. He said it. He's like, if I tap that chin, you know he chinny.
Listen, Terence has already hired us for any of the little guys. Anybody 130, 26, 30, 35, you know, Gary Russell, Tank Davis, you cannot go to get to Terence Crawford without going through us. Rolly Romero, leave Earl Spence alone. You see what I'm saying? You come over here and you get that ass whipping too. You know what I mean? Leave them big guys alone. Stop trolling them, right? They're the best 147 pounders in the world, and they're the best 107
All right, here's where it gets personal. Crawford never liked Tank, period. He called him arrogant, shielded by bodyguards, all flash and no risk. And when Tank mocked Crawford's jump from 154 to 168, saying it was just for money, Crawford fired back. He made it clear, Tank talks but doesn't take real chances. That dislike wasn't competitive banter, it was genuine. Crawford admitted he doesn't like Davis, not as a fighter, but as a man. And that makes things ugly.
Them all at the same time. Legendary shit. He goes in there and beats arguably the best fighter or one of the best fighters of his era.
Yeah.
Regardless of weight class.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on the performance?
The performance was like clean. Like it was real. It was times where it was close calls. Like it looked like Canelo might. Like, damn, Canelo might get him right here. You know what I mean? Bud found a way out, slip up out of there. He was working behind his jab real good, footwork real good, you know, setting the pace. He was creating what I like to call spider web in there. You know what I'm saying? That's basically setting traps with your movement. The part I didn't expect was for Canelo to really approach Bud like Bud, you know, like he was just gonna punch on Bud. He was looking. What I mean by that is Canelo, when he would hit Bud to his hips or like on the shoulder, because I seen him do it a few times. He was like Canelo was like looking for those results that he usually get when he do those things. And I was like, I can't believe he looking at Bud like that. Like he really trying to play Bud. I mean, on the low, he know Bud can fight, but it was like, I'm gonna hit. All right, when I hit you on your hip, you gonna act right. I mean, when I hit you on your shoulders, you gonna act right. And you could tell Canelo's been spoiled over the years. Canelo's gotten better, a lot better. And Canelo is a legend for sure. But you could tell he's imposed his will on a lot of guys and won off of his poker face alone. You know what I mean? Along with the punishing.
Bill Haney, father of Devin Haney, wasn't quiet either. He laughed off Tank's claims, saying there's no way Davis could do what Crawford did. His advice? Stay in your lane. Stop trolling the 147-pound monsters. Stop calling out fighters you'll never face. Tank, he said, should worry about his own division instead of chasing clout by dropping Crawford's name. That wasn't praise, it was a reality check. And trust me, in boxing, reality hits harder than any punch.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow,
man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Trainer Greg Hackett put it best, Crawford's victory was once in a generation. Forget luck, forget controversy, this was pure mastery. Hackett compared it to the legends, saying no one had dominated like this since Henry Armstrong. Crawford didn't squeak out a decision, he broke Canelo down with skill, footwork, and precision. Hackett made it crystal clear, Crawford has nothing left to prove. His legacy is sealed. The critics? Silenced. Greatness doesn't need permission, and Crawford just proved why he's untouchable.
like I said he would. You know, Bud is special, man. He could adapt. He can make adjustments. There's nothing he can't do. I was a little worried because in the beginning when the fight was announced, because of Canelo's power, Bud coming up, they're like, oh, he come up 2 weight classes. I consider it, he came up 3. Because he only had 1 fight at 154.
Yeah, 1 fight at 54.
Yeah, right.
So I feel like it's 3 weight classes in 2 fights.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that right there, that was a big thing because Canelo is strong. Canelo does hit hard, he got power, and he's comfortable at 168. You understand what I'm saying? He's more comfortable. I didn't know if the weight was going to do something to Bud, but I know there was ways that he could outbox him easily. And he did it. Towards the closer to the fight date, I changed my stance on it and leaned more to Bud, which was a good thing because my prediction was right yesterday on it. And he just outboxed him, outclassed him. He showed people. And I think he still followed a bit of the Mayweather blueprint. You know, Canelo has to plant his feet all the time to throw off his power, let off his power shots. He has to just make that quick stop. It's real quick, like a millisecond. That's all Bud needs to move out the way. Bud sets him up to get a reaction. By the time Canelo goes to throw that punch, Bud slips to the side and catches him that way. It's too late. I mean, for Canelo to his planning of the feet to throw his power punches. If more people figure that out and really take that into consideration in their training camps, I think he would have more losses.
Now let's break down the fight itself. Crawford boxed beautifully, slipping Canelo's power shots, using the jab, and setting traps like a spider weaving webs. Canelo tried his usual tricks, hip shots, shoulder punches, but this time, they didn't work. Bud refused to fold. Every move from Crawford screamed control, every adjustment showed genius. While Canelo looked for dominance, Crawford exposed the limits of his game. This wasn't just a win, it was a boxing lesson, taught on the biggest stage. 704 to 818. But here's the kicker, Crawford hasn't closed the door on fighting Tank. He said if Davis is serious, step up to 147. Don't just talk, prove it. Crawford even mocked Tank's claim about his glass chin, daring him to touch it. That's confidence only a true champion carries. The ball's in Tank's court. If he really wants respect, the path is simple. Stop the tweets, stop the trolling, step in the ring, and put your fists where your mouth is. 819 to 1002. DJ Rom, a respected boxing voice, added fuel to the fire, praising Crawford's artistry. He said Crawford isn't just a fighter, he's a problem solver. Adaptable, unpredictable, unbeatable. Rom called his style a masterpiece, like painting a canvas with every punch. And that's the difference. While others fight, Crawford creates. That's why analysts say his legacy will stand unmatched. Tank may be talented, but Crawford is special. He's the guy rewriting boxing history, round by round, fight by fight. 1003 to 1116. Even legends weighed in. Evander Holyfield himself saluted Crawford, saying the skill gap was undeniable. Footwork, timing, IQ, Crawford brought the full package. Holyfield called it super, a reminder of what true boxing looks like. And when praise comes from a Hall of Fame warrior like Holyfield, you better listen. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about hype, it's about facts. And the fact is, Terence Crawford has etched his name into history. Period.